Hey, what's going on, guys? Happy Monday. First off, I want to take a moment of silence for those fallen on September 11th. So I'm going to bow my head in prayer and just take a moment of silence. Okay, what is going on? So, hey, look at this, man. My beard looks freaking fantastic today, which is a great segue for what we are going to talk about. Confidence and men who lack confidence. What's up, Mr. Barefoot? Thank you. Thank you. Great seeing you this past week. Um, Speaking of confidence, Mr. David Barefoot with Holy Shift is a great friend and brother of mine. We absolutely had a great, fantastic time and spent a couple days out in Dana Point, California, just building each other up and getting fucking clear and real with what it means to be a real man. Uh, there are so many conversations that I had over the past week at Warrior HQ. And, my biggest takeaway for myself is my confidence. Now, let me take you back to a few years ago when I was a shell of a man who literally had zero confidence in myself. Now, being in the fire department, it was paramilitary. It was basically, sit down, shut up, do what you're told. We got a few people hopping on. What's up, guys? We are talking about confidence in men today. So when I worked for the fire department, we were very, very regulated in different aspects of being individuals. Like it was almost like it was not rewarded to be an individual person, to be an individual man, to have, bigger thinking, right? So spending 14 years in an environment such as that, I lost my confidence. I lost my confidence in myself to do the things that I said I would do, to be the man for my wife, to be the father of my boys. I lost the confidence. And the result of losing the confidence is becoming a man who feels like a shell. So, what that felt like to me was I was never satisfied. Like, I would do things that used to satisfy me, but then they wouldn't. And that continued to progressively get worse in my life. The connection with my wife, the vacations, the buying whatever it is. It got so bad to the point where it didn't matter what it was. I was such a broken down shell of a man who lacked confidence in himself. It's not a great place to be. And so for the past few years, I have been working on that diligently in myself. Now, when I started this video, I was talking about my fabulous beard. It looks really good today, despite being, done a few hours ago. But I am a confident man now. I have more confidence than I did a few years ago. I have more confidence now than I did a few months ago. Because for a man, what confidence translates to is what, guys? Power. When you feel confident as a man, you feel powerful. Full. Powerful. You feel full in here. You're filled with confidence that makes you feel powerful in almost any given situation. Thank you, good sir. And that is not toxic. That is our innate design to be a powerful man, to be confident. Like, it is all within us. I'll give you an example. So most men that I know, if we get up and we walk by a mirror, what do? We might flex a little, might check ourselves out. And when you're confident, you're like, damn, you look good, bro. Like, you look good, right? And you sit there and you flex in the mirror. Like, I know you guys do this shit because I do it. But I didn't do it when I didn't have confidence. And so when you are a man that lacks confidence, that lacks power, there is no possible way that you can show up and be the man you need to be. You cannot show up for yourself. You cannot show up for your spouse. You can't show up for your children. You can't show up for your business or your employees or your job. And you certainly are not showing up for God. And I think back, and I do a lot of my time reflecting. I reflect a lot, and I have reflected more than I ever have in my life at this point. I reflect back on how fucking far I have come in just a matter of years. And, it's somewhat hurtful to think of how I used to be to how I am now. And all I can do is go forward. All I can do is continue to do the work to become more confident, to become more powerful for myself, my wife, my kids, my business. That's all I know how to do. And that is why I am so fucking passionate about helping other men find their confidence, to find their power. Because I've been at the bottom. I've been in the pit, in a place where I didn't know how to crawl out. I would try and do things. It didn't really work. And it's just that constant trying to figure it out for myself. And then I got smart. I hired a coach. I hired a personal trainer. I hired personal trainer number 2. I hired coach number 2. I joined coaching group number 2. Why did I do those things? Because I knew in order to get out of that pit, to find the powerful man inside me, I needed others to see me for who I really am. Now, it's hard. It is fucking hard to sit there and step into that place. As just being a man alone, it's hard to accept that you need help. And I fought it for a long time. And the longer I fought that, the worse it got. The longer I fought this idea that I'm a man, I can figure this out. I can do it myself. I don't need no help. I can figure this out. I got it, right? That might be our Achilles heel as a man, is that we think we know everything. We think that we have all the tools capable to figure out any given situation and see it through to have a good result. The do-it-yourself coach. I've been there. I like to learn things and do things myself. But when it came to rebuilding this sedated, destructed man that I had become, there was no way I was going to crawl out of that hole myself. And feeling like a shell of a man, you're not hearing the things that your wife tells you. You're certainly not listening to God's calling for your life. You may be short-tempered. You may yell at your kids. You may be irritated and angry and frustrated and just want to say, fuck it all. That certainly is no place to be. And I can promise you, my friends, if you are watching this video, there's more on the other side of that pit. There's more to showing up in your life as a powerful, confident man who knows where he's going. And so that's why I have been on this path, and I have just been so thankful that I've been doing the necessary work in my life to continue on this journey. Because as a father of two boys, the last thing that I want is for them to grow up not feeling powerful. And, I've been pretty freaking quiet on, society's view or perception of what it means to be a man. But I'm not going to be quiet anymore. Because what we're seeing happen in our country is the attack of the confident man. Because if you think about it, when you aren't confident and you are not powerful, you're no longer a threat. You are no longer someone that will stand up and fight for what you believe in. You're no longer a threat. Because you're sedated with alcohol, weed, porn, whatever it is, you're fucking sedated. The food you eat has almost virtually no nutritional value. It's full of phytoestrogens and soy to bring your hormone levels down. Do you guys think that it's any coincidence that men's testosterone is in the fucking tank? It's not a coincidence. It does not just happen. All of those things, on top of them trying to get men to believe that they're women, that's an attack on our identity as men. Like, that is nail in the coffin type stuff, guys. Telling a man he is a woman. And I'm sure I'm gonna lose followers for this, and I don't care. Because I'm not asleep at the wheel. And men need to get out of this shell and this pit and wake up. You're going to lose yourself. You can't lead your family from a place of not knowing yourself, of not feeling powerful. Can't lead your family. So I'd have you consider that being a powerful man is coveted. Like, imagine how you would feel if you go into the boardroom in power, knowing that you have your shit together, knowing that no matter what's thrown your way, you can withstand it. Because that's what I was. I was a man that was in a shell, who didn't know where to turn, didn't know how to climb out, and I was weak. And so often I talk about this internal reflecting the external. That's why I was overweight. I was drinking all the time on the weekend. I was eating shitty food. I wasn't working out. I wasn't handling my stuff. Sure, you can handle one. Sure, you can be great at business, but you can be out of shape. Your relationships can suck. You can have no connection to God. You'll still find that pit. And here's the thing, guys. It doesn't stop. This journey doesn't stop. It does not end until your ticket is punched. So this is a constant battle every day for your power as a man. And you can't just focus on one area. So that's my message for today. You can send your hate comments to me all you want. You can say I'm toxic. You can say I'm prejudiced, whatever it is you want. It's not going to faze me. Because I've always said I will speak truth. My truth. Doing these videos. So, if you're a man who feels like a shell of a man, who feels weak, who feels powerless, who has no one to turn to, shoot me a direct message. I'll tell you how you can apply for my program. The time is now. So I'm going to go get dinner rolling for the family. We'll see you guys tomorrow.